Okay, here I thought we were going to start off well, and I forgot to unmute myself. All right, who am I hearing?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I had to mute mine.
All right. The sacrifice to the gremlins didn't work. They were partially happy with it.
One more cat next time. One more cat.
One more cat next time. Michael, I blame you.
I sacrificed like 12 cats. I mean, come on.
Well,
Apparently
obviously
I
it was
needed a
unlucky
dozen.
13. So
Yeah, we needed a baker's dozen.
that's right.
I know better than to admit how many cats may or may not have been sacrificed on a live stream.
Okay. Well,
By
with
the
that
way,
auspicious
I did not
start,
actually hold on. For legal purposes, I did not actually sacrifice any cats.
none of us actually sacrificed anything. We just did it in our imaginations to appease the gremlins that seem to plague this channel. Yeah.
And live in our imaginations.
I'm not going to go that far because I'm pretty sure there are gremlins around here.
That too. We think they're gremlins. We could be mistaken. They could be other things.
Could be boggarts. Could be other things. Yes. Where's that silly button? There it is. Did it work? No. Try this again. Oh, it did work. Cool.
Yay!
Which means I just spammed it twice. Anyways,
you know what? Nothing wrong with if it was good enough to do it once, it's good enough to do it a second time.
That's right. So with that really interesting, completely unscripted opening, welcome to Hidden Worlds Discoveries.
You mean
this time we're back
scripted?
Scripted. We've never scripted anything.
Yeah, we're never scripted.
No, not at all.
All right. With me today is my awesome dev team, Danielle, Jesse, and Michael. Yeah, is it Monday? Because it feels like Monday. I know it's Wednesday, but it really feels like Monday today.
Still having holiday weekend hangover?
It wasn't even a holiday weekend.
Not the weekend before.
Yeah, actually, I was up in Traverse City at Cherry Capital Comic Con with Jesse and a couple other folks.
So con hangover.
Feels like it still, which is weird. It's just a long, yeah. All right. So last time we gathered, we developed the West Coast team, which started out as normal, then it's the Hollywood team.
It really is the Hollywood team.
Yeah, it really is. They're apparently all demigods at this point, because why not?
I have it.
Who's ever going to put up with Hollywood?
I have the one shot. And you can thank Brian for this.
All right.
All right. We need somebody mischievous, doesn't cause problems, or causes problems, but not devastatingly so.
So like a prankster?
Yeah, we need like pranksters.
Okay.
Specifically 3 of them.
I'm starting to get frightened. Go ahead.
Okay, so we've got a trio.
Okay.
All right.
Because they're in Hollywood. So what better thing for them?
You're going there, aren't you?
I'm totally going there. So what better thing for our Hollywood team to take care of than 3 pranksters that are terrorizing a movie lot?
We need to design these after Larry, Curly, and Moe.
Oh, no.
Who are you thinking?
Oh, they may live in a water tower?
Oh, dear God, yes. I'm in.
I mean, we've already got the mouse in the world, so...
I'm
in. Are they gremlins?
No, gremlins doesn't seem right.
No.
No?
They're too cute to be gremlins.
And
Not the
they can
gremlins
be
aren't cute. Giggle snort. Forgive me for that.
They can kind of be their own thing.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
Are they cryptids?
I mean, the mouse could become a god, so therefore,
Are they cryptids or fae?
I think they need to be power. They have to be fey. They have to be powerful enough because
Okay.
they are cartoon logic.
All right. All of a sudden,
I've got it because it's terrible and hilarious and wonderful.
Okay.
Hmm.
3 Fae tricksters, species to be determined, that have been imprisoned because the water tower is made of metal.
Iron. Okay.
You with me so far?
Okay.
Okay. But because it's a water tower, there is an exit, and therefore they can escape. But they can't get too far from their prison because if any other Fae notice that they've escaped,
So
you're
they're
saying
they're being held by fae, basically.
Yeah.
so they pissed off the court.
they pissed off a court.
No,
They pissed off
all
the
the
court.
courts. All the courts. They're just like,
They, they
Yo.
worked their way through them. They kept getting kicked out of one and worked to the
Yep.
other.
Well, I can't say the word I want. It's not coming to my brain, but yeah, they couldn't be helped. They just can't help themselves but to be tricksters. And so they played tricks on all the higher up fae. And this was like a concerted effort. It's one thing that the courts cooperated on was to establish this prison and the rules of their binding.
Yeah, and they now the Fae are not. They're the Fae are the Fae, but at the same time, they're tricksters, and their ability to use their Fae powers to use cartoon logic and that kind of stuff means that means the Fae couldn't imprison them that well. So when certain things align, they can get out of their prison.
yeah, all right.
And then to catch them, you have to say their names or whatever. It's like a game of tag, practically.
It's basically a game of. It's basically a game of tag, and let's face it, the only people who could do this are either an all-fae team and nobody wants to deal with that, or this demigod team. They have enough skill to, maneuver through Hollywood to get through.
Yeah.
I don't think any Faes would want to deal with other Faes enough.
Right. That's the thing is that, okay, so actually these 3 young Fae tricksters, I gotta come up with names. It's terrible. We will. By the way, I'm hoping we actually have anybody if you're in the chat, pop in, say hi, please. And if you're missing this and listening to this later, it's your own dumb fault for missing this. I'm just saying.
I'm on our YouTube.
So our 3 young Fae tricksters.
Young for Fae.
Young for Fae,
yeah.
right? Young.
All
They
right,
are definitely.
like what?
It's definitely 2 brothers and a sister.
Hold on. We can't go that.
Dorothea?
It's 2 sisters and a brother.
Okay. Oh dear God. Yep. Okay. Got it.
By the way, because they're Fae and therefore they're sometimes unknowable and they're tricksters, that combination sometimes changes.
As needs be, right?
Because how many times have we seen in old cartoons where characters are dressing up as someone else, and everyone just believes that's what it is? So I think that's just one of their
There
powers.
is a certain bunny that comes to mind often for that.
Just a few.
Yeah, their impersonation or some. It's a glamour is really what it is, right?
Yeah. So that we're like I said, so we're not just scraping off the serial numbers.
Right.
Like I said, we can kind of mesh these up, like I said, with other tricksters. Because they're modeled after a whole bunch of others and things like that. So we could mesh them up with the recurring.
I can also easily see
something like that.
If they've been around a long time, imagine them kind of goading and teaching the gentleman named teams. Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And,
again, where do you think all the physical...
hold on. And their greatest student of all time.
Charlie?
Shemp.
Yeah, Shemp.
No.
Definitely.
No. No, I refuse.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I mean,
no,
my
however...
totally blanking. I would think the other brothers, but at the same time...
I could also see absolutely, Charlie Chaplin as one of their students.
And what was the guy?
Harold
Lloyd.
Yeah.
Harold Lloyd, definitely.
Oh,
Abbott and Costello. Absolutely.
So this is actually like this studio was built on a Fey prison.
They didn't realize what they were doing at the time. Oh, the Marx Brothers, we definitely have to have in there.
Oh, Marx Brothers, absolutely.
I mean, after all, that is who they actually
yes
were.
Who else? There's also, I mean, there's so many, and even moving into the newer, like, I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler has spent time with them. A lot of time with them.
I could even see Fry and Laurie stopping by and getting tips.
Yes. They took a trip to, the sisters and the brother took a trip to England and spent some time there. Oh, dear Lord. This is terrible. I love it.
So, yeah, ancient Fey prison, or ancient.
Yeah. Ancient young Fey, yes.
So it's a Fey prison, and the center of it just happens to be.
You know what? No, it's even funnier this way. They were building the studio, and the Fey took advantage of that and went, water tower. That's all iron.
Yeah.
Put them there. I can totally see that. They're like, how do we keep surround them by metal? There we go.
And there's plenty of things for them to play with whenever.
Yep.
And keep them distracted.
Oh,
and I just had to realize, if we're talking about comedy duos, there was a very interesting era where they met Cheech and Chong.
That was a great era. How dare you? That interesting. It was an amazing
great.
era.
I just said interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there are so much. Yes. I mean, obviously they spent time with Bob Hope. Obviously they spent time on the Carol Burnett show. I mean, with everybody there, right? Oh my gosh.
Danny Kaye. Yeah.
This is terrible. I love it. All right.
Hold on. Just because. Snort.
Yeah.
You don't know about the Siamese elephants?
I'm at least not.
We're checking that out later. I am showing you that later. The Siamese elephants.
Right.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
All right. What are we calling this? Trouble at the Water Tower?
The Tim Conway thing. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was a Tim Conway bit.
Oh God. Okay.
Trouble at the Water Tower?
Water Tower wackos?
Do we want to call? We could just call them the Troubles. Or something
Trouble
like that.
comes in threes.
Ooh, maybe not that one.
Okay, Trouble's is taken.
Yeah.
It has some interesting connotations on the Sci-Fi Channel, at least.
It also has some interesting connotations when dealing with the UK.
Yeah.
Okay. I must have come across that one.
Trouble comes in
Yeah.
threes.
Trouble Comes in Threes is a great way to do it. Sure.
Ooh.
Then we can build some other misfortunes in that are also threes.
Ooh. Trouble
I
comes in
like that.
threes.
I like
I
that.
like
yeah.
that as a title.
And
Works
it's a
for me.
great folktale
Yes.
interaction thing there.
Yep. Crap. Can't see my own keyboard or my own software.
I think the security of the power, electricity should somehow be tied into it because isn't there frequent power outages? And that could be part of how they're able to escape so often.
Don't forget, the water could be part of it, and the fact that there's a drought happening.
Droughts. If they also electrified the
True.
they electrified the water coming out of it and the power gets shut off, well, there's an opening, right? So I dig it. I dig all those.
Mhm.
So three young in quotes.
Hey,
Youngish.
there's our three.
Yep.
The three keys to keeping them locked away. The water has to be above a certain level. Of course, the thing is made of iron and it has to be sealed. And the electricity has to be on, which charges the
The containment.
whatever
Sure.
the containment circuit.
Okay.
I
can
like
see
that.
And that pretty much dates between the forming of the lot and stuff. It dates when this started.
Mhm.
Well, it could have started before that, but they worked hard with the water and stuff. And it's now okay, so originally I can see it before. Well, no, electricity would actually work as
Yeah,
one of the keys, timeline wise.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as it's 1900.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me see.
Water tower, metal, water level, and electricity. Cool.
Okay.
All right. It's time. Even if we don't have
19,
anybody yet.
as long as it's 1917 or after.
Well, I mean, it had to be because
Well, yeah, I just Googled 1917 is when LA got their first power line.
yeah, but I mean,
Could have always
I
added
mean, that could be part of the Fae actually getting it in there.
That's fair,
This
and that
needs to
also puts.
happen.
I mean, there has to be electricity for projectors and things, so for lights. So
Mhm.
yeah, that all fits timeline wise.
Yep.
So I think
That's terrible. I love it.
so. The things that need to happen for the things to happen besides the game of tag, because I think that'd be a fun semi-combat way of having to
Sure.
capture them.
Mhm.
Is they have to do an inspection on the metal, make sure there's no holes. If there are, they repair it.
And I would also think the metal also has to be runed or inscribed, warded basically.
That's what. Yeah, that's actually what the electricity goes into is the runes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep. I can see that.
They have to pump the water to a high enough level.
Okay.
And then finally make sure that all the power lines are going to it. So there could be a fuse box down there that needs a fuse replaced.
Make sure tower is.
So this is like a step mission. They have to address whatever failed with the security system, and then they also have to tag them and get them back. I guess that makes it 3 steps. They gotta tag them, and then they gotta get them back.
Yeah.
Everything in threes, by the way.
Yep. Gotta
You
be.
did this, Jesse. You're the reason
your
that
fault.
that everything is going to be
No,
threes.
actually, I blame this totally on you, Michael,
I'm
with
fine.
the idea for the Animaniacs. Absolutely. As well as the rules.
Hmm.
Knob and tube wearing. Yeah, Rob, absolutely.
Hmm.
Knob was a word. Interesting.
Yeah. So that was a word that got held up in the filters.
Yeah.
There's been, I mean, I can understand that because that's actually can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
It's a
considered a
slang,
swear word in
yes.
the UK.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
No,
As
I
well
get
as
it.
the runes. uh,
A bird just flew in my window. Sounds like it's okay.
Oh, into your window?
Well, it didn't like impact its talons. It went like clack, 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 and then I saw it fly off. So
Alrighty then.
That's had a wake-up
And
call.
depending on how long they want this to go, the GMs, they can do as many of these messed up
Right.
are messed up.
mhm.
So we've just now got to figure out their power rankings and just some throw in
I was gonna say
some
we've got to come up with
challenges.
some ideas for some
Yep,
challenges.
some challenges.
For
What pranks are they doing, basically?
Cartoon logic.
dear God, yes, that is absolutely one of the powers. That's actually
Oh,
no,
absolutely.
that is their power.
The power,
That's it. Yep.
They
It's
have
why
to it.
it is
Draw
why
a door
they
on the
can
wall, open it up, escape, and then our team can't open the door.
Yep. uh,
so their faith is in so per faith rules, this would literally be faith in cartoon logic.
Well, Fae don't need faith rolls
That's true.
unless they're cast. They have their inherent power versus they can have faith, but
just got cartoon physics.
that's all of the abilities are cartoon this, cartoon this, cartoon this, cartoon this.
Mhm.
Right?
mhm.
No, one of them has to be comedic success. It grants the auto
Yeah,
success.
that's good.
It's funny enough to work, right?
Basically, if it makes somebody laugh, it succeeds.
There's also, I was thinking glamour, but it almost has to be like the opposite of don't notice me. It needs to be like notice me but believe me, kind of going back
Yeah.
to the cartoon logic.
Yep.
It is a kind of a glamour, but it's
It's
I'm
a
just
it's
trying
like
to
maybe
think.
not
it's
quite.
The perception filter.
it's yeah, it's the opposite of the you don't see me, but it's I'm normal,
Convincing disguise.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Verify the two. All right.
Yeah, convincing disguise or
Honestly, I
Chameleon?
think it's
convincing bad.
honestly, I think it's a full shape change, except if for the fact that you can still see like key things.
But you know it's that being, but
It's more of a
Outside
trick of
outside observers know it is, but anybody who's currently interacting with them believes that it's the same.
But it's not necessarily it's not a full shape change. It's just
Yeah.
it's a full believable costume.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like an influence role, like
Oh yeah. Whole
you're in
I
heavily,
mean,
yeah.
it's very high deception.
Yes. All right. Big question for you here. What are the names?
Yeah, we need names.
They're working on that.
Dorothea for one of them.
Say what?
What was that?
Dorothea for Dot.
Nope.
No.
Nope. We're gonna flip these.
No?
Remember, two sisters and a brother. So
Right.
it's
And trying to not just scrape off the serial.
Yeah, this time we're
Although-
not just scraping off.
to be fair, for the brother. First thing that popped in my head, D'Artagnan.
Oh, God.
Kind of fey, kind of weird
I-
enough.
I like it.
Hmm.
And we have to come up with what
Unless we
they're
do-
individually good at.
Right.
Yeah. Unless they're because they do have that perception change, they could kind of be said to kind of alter fate a little bit. Fate and perception.
Maybe, yeah.
So my brain's like going beginning, middle, and end as the
All right, so what?
They make luck rolls instead of something else, and their luck is just obscenely high.
Could be.
Honestly, I think just giving them like the Fey abilities, or we just said they're tricksters. Like we've said they're Fey, but they don't necessarily have to be Fey.
True.
I think we've established there because they ticked off all three courts. They're Fey.
yeah.
Very unique Fey.
Mhm.
All right. So in the Animaniacs, Dot's the cute one and the logical one. Is D'Artagnan the same way?
Sure.
I just was funny because I'm just looking trio names. I came across Tick Tock Boom.
Nicknames, perhaps? That could be their AKAs or their aliases.
Hold on, that kind of works.
I know it really does.
Actually, it really does.
When I came across that, I'm like, Tick.
I think the brother should just put in parentheses, boom. keep his full name, give him a nickname.
I mean, they can have names, but this is what they're known as.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Well, and they're not their true names anyways because Faye don't give out their true names.
Oh, never. So Tick Tock Boom are their.
Oh, we know what their true names are, but we can't say them for, trademark reasons. Just kidding.
You're not wrong.
Let's see about these girls.
All right, so Tick. Can we play off Yakko's name? We need a Faye Yakko.
Yennefer.
Done.
Yennefer?
Yeah, except for, are we sure we want to touch on Witcher names?
I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking a Y name.
If anyone sees Genevieve, they're going to think Witcher right now.
That's true.
Good point.
True.
Okay.
Yvonne, Yvette.
Yvette.
Can we Faye it up?
Yvel?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Just Yvette with the L's instead of T's.
I like it.
Nice.
All right, now we need a W. Who is our wacko?
Okay. Names. Brain straight going to Winifred, but we don't want to do the Sanderson sisters.
Whitney.
Oh.
Wither?
Wisteria.
Wisteria? I like Wisteria.
The plant.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. So it's Yvel, Wenel, and D'Artagnan.
Oh my
Make
god!
the first two rhyme.
Okay, so we have to rhyme. Hold
Yep.
up. So now we've changed things. With the rhyming pattern. Dang it.
If we do
Willa.
Ren, we could do Renwell. Renel.
Ooh, I actually like Renel.
Elle. So it's Ren, like the bird.
I like that.
I like that.
And then it's more different than,
Yeah.
they're a little more distinctive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Yvel,
Olivia.
leader of the trio.
Olivia.
I just said that too. Thanks for the suggestion, Nightmare.
I feel like we need to be on a baby naming blog coming up with the oh, what horrible names can we I don't really like that, but I mean
All right, I think
maybe I'll name my kid Zucchini.
Zucchini.
I think Yvelle's specialty is in the Victor Victoria. Just changing who they are to be whatever it needs to be. I mean, they all have the I can draw something weird
Right.
power, but
Right.
they're the disguise specialist.
Basically, they're the Bugs Bunny.
They're the Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
They're
What
the
if-
eldest.
What eldest? I like it. What about they're the planner?
They're the leader. It makes sense they'd be the planner.
However much they actually plan.
Right.
I mean, exactly.
Planner.
They're
Right?
Also-
they plan chaos.
They state the objectives. They
Also,
don't make
I'd
a
like to
plan.
They're
I'd
the
like to
target
think-
picker.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Go
Michael.
ahead, Michael.
I'd like to think that they're the eldest by 1 second.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The next
This is-
one is younger by 1 second, and it's the
They just
youngest
popped into existence.
by 1 second.
Yeah, they just popped into an
It's
existence.
again. Well, it's they're again they're triplets, just like Yakko Wacko Dot, right?
Mhm.
Were they triplets? I
I don't know if they were
Actually,
triplets, but
officially
ours are.
established that. So
As I say, I don't know if they are, if those three characters are, but ours are.
yeah,
I live with
because
Ours
that.
can be.
they always acted like Wacko was the youngest. They just never really implied how much younger.
Yeah.
Youngest.
Nope. It was,
All right,
And I-
so
there was a
And
few
I think they
episodes
were
with-
created as fey beings out of like whole mischief.
I feel like they were created as like intentional to like plague somebody else with them. They're like, oh, I'll use these. This will be a good trick. It'll annoy the crap out of so and so. But then it got out of hand. They couldn't control them.
it was a very powerful Fey trickster themselves who did this. Somebody
has
was
no-
sketching these creatures, and some Fey trickster went, "Bring those to life," and then regretted it.
What if it was a Fey trickster who got split into three? Maybe they used to be one Fey entity.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
was thinking that when we first started talking about triplets.
I like that. So as their punishment, they were sundered. Basically, they were torn apart.
I was gonna say maybe that is punishment, sundered and imprisoned.
But then they
And-
were still out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're a trickster, they adapted.
It was really, it blew up in the face of the person who thought that'd be a good punishment because now there's three of them.
I
Right?
know. Now you got to watch your back, your front, and your side.
They work together. It's like you thought that would weaken them. They just work together and now they can spread out and flank you.
Yeah, I dig that. All right, all right. So Renell is the youngest, right?
Sure. Yeah, we can go with that.
Decided.
Um,
Yeah.
Literally seconds apart.
And of course, the middle child.
They're
Middle
the
child's
youngest, like I'm the younger twin. We're twins.
right. Um,
You're gonna hate this, but it's the greatest thing ever. It's
uh-huh.
most wonderful. Sounds. Their specialty is in sounds.
I mean,
Absolutely.
that's actually in line with Wacko. So,
That is very much,
Yeah.
especially rude sounds.
and he
Yes.
also did the piano on, didn't he?
No, he did the
No, no,
belching.
The
The
belching.
belching. That's what it was. I know there was a classical music.
Classical belching.
Rude sounds.
I mean, they could all sing.
Yeah, but Wacko
Of-
actually had
of-
the episodes where he did a concert.
Yes. Also, Wacko, let's face it, Wacko's a little cray-cray.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Renell actually has a knockback attack by belching too
Oh, yeah.
loud.
Oh, absolutely.
But because we're made of a split being, we literally split their personality thing, the things
Yep.
they do. Like this one doesn't do that.
Yeah, I agree. They do some things all alike, and others they have their specialties.
They have their facets.
And Nightmare wants to know if it's sounds and songs. Well, yeah.
Usually together, yes.
I mean, have we seen? How many of you have seen Police Academy?
Right?
That
Uh-huh.
character. That character is yeah. That is
Jones,
a
yes.
that is a he is a pure prankster with sound.
Yep.
And
Okay.
ventriloquism and a whole bunch of other fun.
I'll add that in. Thank you, Nightmare. Let's see here. So let's go to D'Artagnan, aka Boom.
Yeah, and I would actually edit it not just rude sounds. I would just leave it sounds because, like I said,
Yeah.
being able to make it sound like something's crashing around the corner but not actually happening
That's fair.
is
Or a
actually
train's about to come through the wall.
yeah.
Through the lot. Like, what?
Like I said, like the character on Police Academy.
Well, and
Goes
that
to
would
hell.
also lend to their Crazy Faye.
I would say Yvel is probably the crazy explosives type person. Ooh, where's that D'Artagnan? Is D'Artagnan
He
or
is
Wile E.
Boom.
Coyote? Boom! Wile E. Coyote!
Yes, D'Artagnan is Wile E. Coyote.
All right.
But they're infinitely cute.
Yeah.
Nightmare agrees.
Cute. Um.
Sorry, Nightmare.
There's also a 5-second
Video
delay.
chat too, so-
There is a delay on chat.
Yeah.
There is a delay. Let's see here. And that's just the technology. That's just the way it goes. They're also the charmer. So D'Artagnan is the charmer. And also likes explosives.
Lots of them. Can pull explosives out of hammer space.
Did we decide that Yvel is our like costumes disguise sibling, or are they all going to three have that?
I think they're all going to have it because it's part of their trickster. It's part of their. It's one of the things that gives them that.
Yeah. So I think they each have besides the costuming change because it's a glamour thing for themselves.
Mhm.
I think each one of them has one reality warping power. So with D'Artagnan, it's the I can pull explosives out of hammer space.
Mhm.
With Renelle, it's I can cause all these sounds that make you think like things are actually going to happen. So but to the point where it might actually happen.
Right.
The
And then
opposite
I
of
think-
Mysterio.
So their sounds help the drawings come to life.
And then Yvel is is their reality warping power is literally all of that like where Bugs Bunny would grab a hole and shift it over. So they can like actually warp reality by moving things that should be permanent.
Nightmare says portal mover.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of a portal mover,
Basically.
but they do have to actually touch it
Yep.
because that was always the gag was that they were moving it by hand.
Yeah, the whole grabbed and pulled.
Mhm.
Now it's under you.
Or a
Open the
door
door,
getting-
and then you can open the door the other
door,
way.
yeah, the door being shifted over.
Or
Yep.
the door opening and then opening the door the other way and something else.
Mhm.
Okay. So now that we have
Moving the
our
doorknob.
TikTok boom,
and they are yeah, and I think it's
So now we need to figure out what chaos they have decided to do that it gets our demigods
The
attention.
chaos du jour, huh?
You kind of said they're terrorizing a movie set. I like that.
yeah, they're terrorizing movie set.
For some
Okay.
big budget film.
Why is the demigods going to want to be involved, though?
Hold on. What is the legally distinct toys from Toy Battle?
There's so many.
Oh, like the Care Bears and stuff?
No,
Oh, yeah.
we've got the My Foodie Ponies. We've got the
Burritos.
Change Formers.
It's
got all those.
ready. It's either a My Foodies Ponies movie or it's a Change Formers big budget movie that they're
Change Farmers.
Change Formers.
It's got to be a big budget because there's lots of boobs. They got attracted by the boobs.
Yep, that's true.
Change Formers.
Yep.
I think I just broke Brian there for half a second too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They got
What do
attracted by the boobs and started making the boobs leave the set.
Hold on. And because it's Trouble Comes in Threes, it's specifically Change Formers 3.
3, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Change first.
Change Formers 3, Rise of the Combiners.
And the thing is, with their logic, all they need to be is inspired by this.
Right.
And then the next thing you know, there are Change Formers walking around the set, the actual set.
Oh my gosh.
Not the
Yes.
set, the studio lot.
Hmm.
By the way,
And
I love that
of course,
Change
tours are
Formers.
just going to be, ooh. Rise of something. Yeah.
We're on the same
Rise
page.
of the Combiners works
The combiners.
because it's generic enough.
Didn't we gave them their names though in Toy Battle?
You
We
did.
probably
I would
did.
have to go back and look at.
We
But
can,
this is
we can
hold
look
on.
that up.
Well,
we can
specifically, this is new marketing because it's a new type of Change Formers that can combine together to make bigger Change Formers.
That are
That's
animal
true.
themed.
Oh,
Oh, Ascendance
Potential for-
of the Combiners. Ascendance of the Combiners, because technically there is a Transformers movie that is Rise of.
Yeah, Ascendance.
Because legally distinct is the name of the game here.
Scratch, serial number.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So what are we gonna shooting with?
Hmm.
Marcus. What's another term for a bay?
Gulp.
Harbor.
Oh my god.
Harbor.
What was
Harbor.
Marcus Harbor? That's so bad. Hold on, there has to be a better one. No, hold on. So a bay is something that comes in. Marcus Peninsula.
I like Marcus Harbor for better
I like Harbor too.
because it's just funny.
Oh, unless we want to be really weird and do Fjord.
Nice. Nice.
No, let's stick with Harbor.
It's tempting because it's such a fun word.
Almost. Is it directed by one of the Stealing Seas wannabe stunt doubles?
Ah, nice. Just
No, it's
Hold on.
starring.
full
This is the movie that they. This is.
premiere star role. Yes. Yes.
You realize we
I looked
now
it up.
have.
We have linked our worlds.
It's
Now my brain
Autocon
hurts.
Decepticons.
We have
premiere
crossed the streams.
We have crossed the
for,
Thank you, Nightmare.
By the way, you realize this means that if you do make that your third expansion to Stealing Scenes has to be Changeformers 3 Ascendance of the Combiners. Just to truly cross
Yeah.
the streets.
Yeah.
Autocons and Deceptibots.
No, we called them something else, didn't we? Or is that what we called them? I don't remember.
I just looked it up. It's Autocons and Deceptibots.
Okay, that makes sense.
They're collectively known as the Changeformers.
Yep.
Oh.
Premier role for which one? Which,
I haven't played Stealing Scenes, so I wouldn't know.
by the way, coming soon to a game store near you.
Is Megan Fox in there?
No, no, because that would have been too perfect, right?
I know. I had to look. I couldn't remember who the cast was.
Hang on, I'm looking. Who would be an excellent? No. Yeah, honestly, this would be just the movie that he would be in. Hang on.
Going so bad.
Where is it? For
Hey, Rob, where are you?
Wayne.
Oh, Wayne the Boulder.
Wayne the
Wayne.
Boulder.
The
Can't remember.
Boulder Jackson, I think. I'll have to look and see, but I think that's
Of course, Rob and David both are idle right now.
I know, right?
You guys
Come on, Dave, where are you? Come on.
You could have saved us on this one, Dave. You could have saved us.
It's all your fault, Dave.
By the way, this gives us a mini boss, like a true combat. You ready? Through the power of cartoon logic, there's currently a giant transformer that is
in the lot.
moving around because they spent the money on the practical puppet for one of the scenes, and they went, "That's cool."
Mini
I just
boss
want to,
is
just at some point
absolutely
he's in the parking lot going. the
it's Primus Optimal. It has to be Primus Optimal for the mini boss. Oh, this is terrible.
It's wonderful. Stop
Hold
denying
on.
it.
It's a life-size Primus Optimal.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, it definitely got attention. This probably shouldn't be.
They're carting that around for promotional purposes.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
We need to take this down while people still think it's for promotional purposes
Well, I
and not
mean,
anything
it's
more.
it's going to be life size because they're doing practical effects, right? So it's
Yeah.
at least the full size dump truck that it is.
Yeah, but if it goes on too long,
Right. Oh my god.
Oh wait, hold on. The scene they were shooting that day was one of the ones where they just had the vehicles,
Okay.
and the tricksters decided to make all the vehicles transform.
We didn't order these. What?
wow, props got really good.
Yeah. Did the budget?
I didn't think I
Should
gave
go
them
up
this
for
much of a budget.
That was a fast turnaround.
I thought we
That's
were
true,
going to
'cause,
do
like,
this
the
in
trickster
post.
I thought we just were gonna have the one Primus Optimal one. No. So your combat is like Primus Optimal and two other of the.
Yeah. Let's do 4 of the vehicles. So it'll be Primus plus 3 others.
Mhm.
We named at least 5, so we should be fine.
Oh, we have many.
And they won't have really high stats.
No. No, because it's the tricksters that have the high stats. These are just
Yeah.
a mini fight. Wait, no, it's got to be two others because it comes in threes.
That's true. Trying to get to our
Ooh, okay.
maps for the other ones.
So, I mean, there you go. That's we can stat out. I think I love this actually. This is going to be fun. All right, let's go back up. We can flesh that out offline, but let's flesh out their Fey powers or their big powers. Fey powers. So, what did we talk
Flawed
about?
glamour?
Say what?
Flawed glamour?
Cartoon glamour.
Yeah, cartoon glamour.
Cartoon glamour.
Cartoon physics. What else is a shared one with all three?
This
Power
is a
combined.
this is a power or curse, but because it's all cartoon logic and it's funny Bugs Bunny style cartoon logic, no matter how dangerous they make something, it can't actually kill anyone.
I think that's good.
Yeah, so it's more about the discovery of them than the actual damage they're doing.
Because things that people have gotten injured in cartoons, like there's plenty of
Right.
times you've seen people in like splints and like giant neck braces, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's a cartoon and made for kids, nothing can die.
Yep.
The Aladdin 2 thing, Genie. Can't kill anyone, but it's amazing what you can live through.
Yep. Yeah, part of it you can live through that stupid movie. What?
They tried. They tried for the money grab.
So
They tried.
tried.
It's
So
still better
tried.
than some of the twos.
Yeah. All right. Agreed. First of all. All right. So, what is the individual? What is Yavel's individual? Let's come up with two Fey powers for Yavel for each of them that are
Well-
individual.
Well, they have the reality warp by moving stuff.
Okay.
That's one of their powers.
Mhm. So that one's cartoon physics.
No, this is very intentionally them. Cartoon physics is they get hit, they squish,
Oh,
they
okay.
pop back up. You know.
They're not paying attention. They walk off of a ledge.
Cliff,
They
so
keep
this
walking
is-
until someone tells them that there's nothing underneath
Right.
them.
As long as they don't look down, they're fine.
Yeah, this is moving portals, moving doors,
Cartoon
changing where a
paintings that
door
become
goes,
real.
that type of thing.
Yeah.
So
Stuff.
my brain wants to
Okay.
go cartoon teleporting, but it's not.
Well,
what
that would
else?
still make sense for them to be the planner because all that stuff would take thought and planning. Like
Yeah.
drawing this
What
to
would-
move.
What would you call?
Um,
Mm, Because we're titling everything cartoon something. So
Sure.
cartoon painting was what Nightmare has, and that's not bad.
mm,
They can draw anything realistically, and it will act real. It'll act as though it's real for them.
mm,
So for the
Getting there.
reality warp,
Hmm.
let's do cartoon reality. And we'll further define that. But I kind of like the cartoon painting. again, that gets into the doors and the
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Okay. Actually, that's all probably part of. So we can do just one. So if we do cartoon reality, so they can move stuff that's already there, or they can draw and create physical new stuff. Um, that might not be a bad
Yeah.
option.
I think just one power because there's three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, think about it. If you put all three of these into one beak again,
Yeah.
and they had all of this power,
So yeah, just painting stuff is part of reality.
that would be absolutely terrifying.
What if we move? So the cartoon reality is moving stuff. What if we gave Renell the painting? So
Well,
The actual
Does
the s-
Yvel
I-
have any special
making the sounds.
say that again, Jesse.
So they're the maker. They're cartoon making. They make sounds and they make
Cartoon
pictures.
making.
Yeah.
I would say
They
Yvel,
make the sounds and they make the pictures. Yeah.
Yvel, the only thing we listed was like the planner, right?
Well, we just gave
Planner,
them the
eldest. Yeah.
we gave them reality, the moving of the portals.
I
So-
thought that was okay.
Oh, sorry. So Renell will draw the portal. Eval moves the portals. I mean, they are.
They do have to work
thing.
together. They're
Yeah.
they're a team.
Everything. So
But if-
they can make things and confuse somebody and make them run into a wall. But the reason they can then go through the picture is because of Renell,
Mhm.
Eval.
Yeah. So Renell would draw it. Evel would allow them to pass through it.
Exactly.
And Yvel can cause, or Renell can cause things to become pseudo real by doing the sounds.
Right.
The sound would trick you into, oh, there's birds tweeting over there. Of course, that's you could go through. And then you slam into a wall.
Or the
Right.
classic train coming through a tunnel.
Okay. So for Renell,
The classic, yes.
They're the
is
creator.
cartoon creator.
Cartoon creation.
Mhm.
Okay. These are terrifying together. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Why do you think we gave them all the
You can't
downside
kill,
that they can't kill anyone?
and they can't get far away from the tower.
That's fair.
It's good they're not malicious. It's good they're just tricksters.
They're restrained. Yeah.
What if
Yes,
they're
some
restrained-
restrictors have been
What if-
horrible.
What if they're restrained to the lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason it has an iron fence up around it.
And there probably are
Yeah.
runes in the fencing.
I was going to say
too.
there's probably a lot of warding around it too. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So what
We
is
know-
D'Artagnan's?
Okay. D'Artagnan's booms.
Their
But
power is
D'Artagnan is Acme.
Snack me.
hammer space.
Well,
Yeah.
ordering from Acme.
Yeah,
Hammer
their
space, yeah.
their power is hammer space.
They need it, they have it. I need a hammer. Got it.
They can pull any object that they need as long as it's funny from nowhere because that is a cartoon power.
Cartoon space. Yeah.
Like I said, even the Wile E. Coyote, he ordered it, but it's like, come on, it's out of nowhere.
Nightmare. Hammer space is it's the joke of what you'd like see in like anime and other cartoons where they pull a hammer from like a pocket that should not be able to fit a hammer. And that's that and like boom. That's the classic example of hammer space.
Yeah. It's basically in gaming
A bag of
terms,
holding.
it's a bag of it's a portable hole with anything you want in there.
But it always has to appear cartoon-like.
It always has to appear cartoon like.
It has to be for a funny reason. So
Yeah.
if they want a cream pie, they can pull a cream
It
pie
has to
out.
be for a funny, destructive reason.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Which
It
are
has
probably
to be
still
for-
fine because it covers things. But if you just want to eat it, no.
Every single item that's pulled out of cartoon space is labeled snack me
Yep.
in big bold
Snack me.
letters. Snack me.
Snack me.
Yep.
Snack me.
That's what I did earlier, and I
We
like it.
we didn't quite file
No.
all of the serial numbers off of that one.
Did you say
We left-
snack me or smack me?
Oh, smack me it is.
Oh, Smack me.
Smack me it is. Smack me it is. Well done. Well done.
So yes, technically, our lovely D'Artagnan could pull out Smack Me LLC.
I think too, if they don't use the summoned item within a certain amount of time, it disappears or degrades because it seems like in that type of comedic timing, it's not like they carry the hammer around. It's always like it gets used and it gets thrown away and it just
Yeah.
disappears.
Slam you
Yeah.
over the head and toss it.
Yep.
Yeah, after
gone.
it's used, it's done.
Just gets tossed away and it just stops existing.
Goes back to hammer space.
Yep. Which means, oh no, you said it for destructive purposes. Never mind. That's he could pull a door out of his bag, but that's not
Actually, he
necessarily
could.
destructive purposes.
He could pull a door. He could pull
But
he
to
could
make it
pull
a-
a piece of chalk or like a giant paintbrush and
He can- Mhm.
giant paintbrush and bucket of paint
Yeah.
that auto colors in whatever needs to happen for.
No.
Well,
See,
just
that
picture-
would be
Yeah.
Renell. This is
Oh.
something that is specifically a weapon, explosive, is something that is used to attack.
The only way a door technically, because he could pull one out just in time for somebody to actually literally run into it,
Yes.
and then it's gone.
Same thing again.
Yeah.
You're talking about, a pie
Well, he can.
to make it funny. Yes. Pow.
Yeah. Well, I'd say he can pull out pull out something, the bucket
or
and
the bang version.
and paintbrush. But he can't use items like that because he's the one who actually has access to hammer space.
I like it that it's just got to be something he can use, and Brunel just automatically always has drawing equipment.
Okay.
Makes
Yeah.
it less complicated than having to hand it off anyways. It's like that's Brunel's ability is
No,
art.
the object goes away when it leaves his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
By the
Brunel
way-
just has art.
Absolutely nightmare squeaky.
Squeaky
Anything
If
pulled
it
out
can-
is squeaky.
or makes a boom.
For both.
Yeah.
Are we effectively giving Mel 2 power sets by letting her do visual and sound, visual and audio?
No, I think it's combined.
It's creation.
Yeah.
It's creation. It's ventriloquism. It's drawing a picture. It's perception filter ish, but not anything actual physical. It doesn't become a portal. It doesn't. They're not hit over the head unless they choose to run into it. You know.
I can't wait to
We
see
have
these
had
three
way too much fun.
tricksters against the socialite or the law Greek goddess.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
By the way, would you like to know the inciting incident of that actually gets that keys the players hopefully into this? It just came to me. It's literally the three of them appearing in front of the team as they like step out of their vehicle or cross the lot and going, "Tag, you're it," and disappearing again.
Oh my god, yes.
I like that. We don't have to do a lot of setup. It's just like they're going to go investigate and it immediately gets initiated. That way it ensures that the adventure gets started in a timely manner.
Shows up. The tricksters.
Yeah, there's no hiding. There's what's going on here. It's
poof in
they're here.
and tag the team.
Because they still have the mystery of figuring out how what we need to do to get them trapped
Yep.
again.
By the way,
What
if
these are,
anybody-
who they are.
If anybody wants wonderful inspirations on how to run this particular game of tag, watch the movie. There's a movie called Tag. It is incredible.
All right. Okay, so what's the objective? So we got to do the objective and the win conditions and fail conditions. So the objective is to put the tricksters back, right?
Back in the tower, yeah.
Mhm.
Back in the tower correctly.
Correctly.
Yeah, well, the tower has to, you have to ensure the security system is operational or functional again. Or
Okay.
If they immediately go after if they immediately go after the kids or the tricksters and they tag the tricksters, they pop back in. They do go back in per the rules of their game.
But they come right back out.
Mhm.
But then they immediately go, okay, you're it again.
There was a version of tag that my nieces and nephews were trying to play, but they couldn't agree on the rules, where there was teams, and if you got caught, you went to jail, but your teammates could go rescue you from jail. They could break you out.
Nice.
You.
That's what this makes me think of.
All right. So win conditions.
Win conditions is
Put them back intact.
Put
I don't know about a time limit nightmare, because as long as they catch them, I think they catch them.
Now, if you want to put a time, if you want to put a timeline on it, go for it. But it's going to be funny regardless.
yeah, and you could insinuate a time limit is that the studio has hired them to do it in a timely manner, and the faster they get it done, the more they are paid.
The movie's on a deadline, so yeah,
I was
they
going
gotta
to say
get.
the movie has to stay on budget. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I think Nightmare does appoint what a possible win condition is you tag them back.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no. That's
Okay.
that's already the capture.
Yeah, because that was with the time frame. Yeah.
Tag the kids back within.
The thought is if you tag one, but it takes you too long to tag the other two, because the first one can get out in the time limit. So if you start tagging them, you've got to get all three of them.
I think if you have I think if they've made verified or fixed the actual containment system for the tower,
Mhm.
they don't get back out because the
Right.
players could just have a bunch of bad rolls.
I'm not seeing tagging them back as putting them back in the tower. Tagging
No.
them back is a minor win condition. Is you've won the game. They tagged you, now you've tagged them back.
I think I see it as that's the way to get them back in the tower is to tag them. Fix
So-
the
Full win condition is get them locked in there.
get them all locked in there at the same time is the full
Yeah,
win
but-
condition.
But then
But I like
set
the
lock
idea.
again.
I like the idea is because it's just Fey Trickster enough to work. It's just cartoon enough to work.
Yeah.
If someone is still out running around, the others can still get out, even if everything's fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, cartoon logic. You win the game, therefore you win.
Yep.
What if
Another
they're
one.
tagging them, what if the team is equipped with some sort of bracelet or something that they tag them with that either restrains them or transports them back to the tower or something like that?
I think it's
Cartoon
literally
logic.
just tag.
Okay.
In the trickster brain.
Yep.
Yep.
You got us this time.
Yeah, they'll follow the rules of it.
Yeah, it's that whole Fae are bound by their own rules.
Yep.
True.
They
As
started
much
game
as they can
attack,
get around
game
it,
attack against one. I mean, they're less playing tag and more playing duck, duck, goose. But
Or as I like to call it, duck, duck, honk. We're 300 years old. Can they stop calling us the kids? Just kidding.
That is absolutely a running gag. They're just colloquially known as the kids.
yeah.
3, minor win condition. Stop the giant change formers.
No, I refuse to acknowledge duck, duck, gray duck.
What's duck, duck, gray? Oh, it's just okay.
It's a very regional thing. There's literally a state, I think, that uses that one.
Stop, or is that an optional one? Optional condition.
Maybe if you stop it, you get some sort of boon or something. That seems on par with trickster stuff.
If they stop the change formers, they get an extra 5 minutes of leeway. If they stop all the change formers,
All of them. I put that list in our Discord
cool.
too. So
This could be definitely a multi-session.
could definitely turn into that.
I don't know what else this could turn into, Jesse. Con game.
Con
This is
game.
100% con game material.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Too funny.
Especially if we put a time limit on it, that helps.
Yep.
Are you saying we get like a minute and a half when we catch one nightmare? Oh, for stop. Oh, you're saying if we stop one change former versus all of them.
Yeah.
No, I think it's destroy them or stop them all. You get the 5 minutes. Don't stop them all. It's a game. It's a Fae game. It's either all or nothing, frankly.
The stakes are high in Fae games. Just kidding. I mean, they kind of are, but
A con game with here is your pool of agents that have just been called up. Good luck. Considering like half of them have luck-based powers, I'm okay with this.
No, and I think we develop. Well, maybe we do develop some custom. Yeah,
this is Jason, right? You're
lots of
our
fun.
binders of agents. We were just talking about some pre-gens. That was all.
Yeah. Gain an extra
That'd be
Well,
good.
we were going to Traverse City.
minutes to capture. Yeah, that's going to be another fun one too. Spoilers.
Just how about just gain extra time? It's an amorphous time.
Yeah. Based on the GM discretion and like how much time they have, you know?
Yeah. If there's not that much time left in the game.
There you go. All right.
As the kids pout about their toys being broken.
Lost conditions.
I think they think it's funny. Like the whole
Oh yeah, no,
don't
they
repair-
would.
Well, I guess if they don't
absolutely-
repair the tower, they don't stay captured. Parcel there.
Lost conditions.
Fail to
If they take-
obtain the kids.
This one I think is
within
going to
a
be
day,
worse.
I think.
Yeah, you have a day.
They
I
have
think this one-
bedtime.
Yeah.
Lower stakes.
I love that, Danielle. Thank you so much. At bedtime, they go
What?
back in because it's bedtime.
Because they're the kids. Oh, it's so good. But if you don't fix their containment, they'll just get back out again tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And by the way, that is how the GM limits time. Super easy.
Yeah.
It's an hour before bedtime.
As the sun's
Starting to
sun,
set.
it gets dark out. All of a sudden, you hear murmurs of and the sound of toothbrushing.
I think
Lost
that's the
condition.
But
lost
only
condition.
sound. They're actually not doing it.
Right. That's Renell. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So the loss bad thing that happens is they don't get a potentially very just look at chat.
That is getting low past.
Does this mean they can be bribed?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
They're
Does this mean
fey.
they can they be bribed with like a good bedtime snack?
Or story.
Oh,
Story.
can you
Oh,
imagine
Grandma's
playing
cookies.
that game? Be like,
Grandma
hey,
cookies.
what's a good bedtime story? And when the kid walks up, it's like, oh, I do. Well, you sit here, and I'll read a book to you. And this kid sits up, you're like, tag.
Oh
You're
yeah.
like,
What?
and the kid's just like,
Yeah, but the restore card could have taken him down because it would have just gotten Grandma's cookies. That
oh, hell yeah.
it would have been.
But also, if they go to bed and the containment unit hasn't been repaired yet, one team member reads them a story while the other team members frantically try to fix it.
Yep. There you go. I mean,
You
yeah.
could last minute win it.
Look, it's this right here, because it's all cartoon logic, is all about the creativity of the players.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
This.
Thinking about this logically in any way, shape, or form is going to deter your brain.
I love this discovery. I
And
just
we started with no ideas.
literally
really
no
did.
ideas. We all
Yep.
went, what the heck are we gonna do just before we got on?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I was going to suggest a socialite party. I'm so glad that this is the direction we went in.
All right, so with
This
that,
absolute nightmare scenario. No pun intended.
no pun intended, yeah. With that though, I do think we are gonna call it for the night because we've now been on for over an hour. Thank you so much, Nightmare, Rob, David. I know that you guys were here, especially Nightmare. Thank you so much for the ideas
And participating.
and for participating.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. Yeah. We'll be
Gonna try to be
back-
on next week.
we will be back on Sunday. I don't know what we're going to do on Sunday, whether it's going to be a design time or it's going to be a mystery.
React.
Was it mysterious? I forget what I called them. We reacted to our. We're reviewing, replaying
Restore card.
our.
I
Restore
wasn't able to
Core.
make it. How rough was it?
Yeah, who all was?
It wasn't terrible. This was our first one.
Yeah,
we were
it
still
was-
stumbling, but
So compared to our production value, the episode sucked. Honestly, the episode that we watched sucked because it was literally our first recorded episode. Now,
and I did have to comment on the fact this was before you guys got in the habit of explaining where we
Yes.
are.
Yes.
It's not just assuming we know what it is.
It's funny because we turned the hour episode into what, almost 2 hours worth of content.
At least something like that, yeah.
How did you?
Crazy.
Well, we had to fill stuff in because
we
it was the
full
first
on
time.
MST3K'd it. It was hysterical. It was funny. So you know what? That was fun. Maybe we'll do that on Sunday because that was really fun. But either way, we'll be on Sunday. And I don't know what's next for next Wednesday. We'll kind of determine that. Right now, our next convention is not Grand Con.
They said
Kogan
Capital
Con.
City.
Well, it's Kogan Con in Grand Haven the weekend before Cap City. The card game that I showed you earlier, this thing right here, is currently off the boat on its way to Chicago for customs. And then the 2 large, heavy pallets of it will be delivered to my house, where I have to figure out where we're putting it.
It came by boat, it came by train, now then it's going to come by truck, and
It
then it's going to be
literally-
vans.
It literally came by slow boat from China. Although, to be fair, it wasn't that slow.
No, I was
Um,
shocked how little it sat in the harbor.
Yeah.
I
So
was expecting a lot longer than that.
on that, we'll have playmats and games. We are officially launching the card game. We're doing a soft launch at Kogan, a hard launch the 12th, 13th, 14th, 13th, 14th, 15th, whatever it is, at Capital City in Lansing. It's gonna be a blast. Where you two can see Wayne the Boulder Jackson, as well as several others that we made fun of, and all of their scenes. I can't believe we just did a crossover. That's
Oh, we're gonna make it worse. We're gonna get worse. I am pushing for the third, for if there are expansions to stealing scenes, the third one to be change farmers, to be a sentence of the
No.
change farmers.
This is going to be even worse. I'm just going to hint at it now. We may have to create a team based on those stunt actors.
We can do
I believe in us.
it.
I'm terrified
We
of
can
that,
make anything.
honestly, but it'll be absolutely a blast to do. So again, thank you so much, and Jesse, thank you for throwing those dates in the. Yes, nightmare. Anyways, with that, anything else, Danielle, Jesse, Michael, you guys involved in anything right now other than this craziness?
Just my own streaming. Occasionally,
That's
I
right.
do some crafting. If anyone's interested in watching me attempt to crochet,
And I
put
think
together crochet things.
as soon as we
What's your-
hit affiliate stuff, Danielle is actually on her channel going to have access to this channel, and I think they're talking about. They and Michael are talking about getting together and doing some game design stuff, some live game
Yep.
design stuff for Victorian London, which could be really fun, and is terrifying for me personally because I'm not involved on purpose, and so I just get to listen to all the ideas and go, "That's awesome! I'm terrified now."
Imagine all of this madness brought to a full book.
Yep.
Oh wait, we did that once already.
Yep.
And we will be doing that more and more as we go on. So, anyways, with all that Midwestern goodbye, because, it's what we do. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you hopefully Sunday.
Can't remember how to do shout outs.
All right. Thank you.